So it's a 1985 S660 Hymer on a 2.9 5-cylinder non-turbo diesel, about 70 brake horsepower. 6 berth, 2 at the back, 2 in the middle, 2 at the front. Ignore the registration plate, it's from 1985, but it isn't registered anymore. It requires registration. For its age, the body's in good condition. Hymer's construction helps, of course. It's a thin sheet of aluminium on the outside, and then there's a thick closed cell foam wall in the middle, and on the inside of the sandwich is the wood laminate, and obviously all of the rest of the fittings are either aluminium or fiberglass, and so visibly at least there's no rust on it. There's a little bit of superficial rust from the looks of it underneath, but it's not in bad condition. There's a gas tank underneath, and it has a marine toilet, although that isn't working. The tyres, as you would expect, are almost certainly going to need replacing, although they've got plenty of tread on them. And it would need, of course, a good engine service apart from all the other work that you would want to do on the inside. The double glazed plastic coach windows appear to be all sound, although the skylights, I would say all of the skylights, need replacement. There's storage under the rear bed U-shaped lounge and a bike rack fitted to it. The bikes come with the sale, as does various other items of camping equipment, tents and so on. I believe there's a sister vehicle, a 1985 S660, in the Hymer Museum in Bad Waldsee, which has obviously been renovated, or maybe it was never even used. And that might be a good example if anyone is keen on checking out exactly how the 85 should look. Might be a good guide, might be a good idea to see that one. We'll have a look inside now. The manual step still works, okay. The stable door is fine, but the catches have gone on it, so they would need replacing. There's a hook up at the back there, vents for the fridge in the middle, diesel filler cap next to the door, and in front of the door the gas locker door. In the kitchen there's a 2-ring gas hob and a sink with a round sink with a mixer tap, some work surface beyond, with I think it's probably a 230 volt fridge underneath. I would definitely replace that with something more suitable, a 12 volt 230 volt, but also if possible one that maybe looks like something like the original fridge. Underneath the sink and the hob are drawers and cupboards. The woodwork, apart from that drawer in the middle, which is a bit worn as you can see, is, I think it's in pretty good condition actually, and just needs a good clean and polish. There you can see the various gauges for water tank and battery condition and so on. A Hymer clock, there's a radio cassette there that presumably you'd want to replace. But yeah, the woodwork isn't in bad condition at all. This is the thermostat for the heating, and a speaker for the sound system. And the upholstery is in pretty good condition as well. Upholstery and carpets, again, definitely needing a good clean. Some of the armrests are worn through. It might be possible to repair those. It might even be possible to get some of this material from Hymer. You could reupholster it, of course, but the damage on it, or the wear on it, is so relatively little that I would be tempted to try and repair it rather than replace it. Going back through the narrow passageway between the wardrobe on the left hand side and the bathroom on the right hand side, you go into the rear lounge stroke double bed. And when it's set up as a double bed, but you can leave it set up as a double bed if you wish. There's the table, which you can see, which spans the seats on either side and forms the base of the double bed, so it can easily be turned back into a U-shaped lounge if you wish. And underneath, there's, in double bed format, there's a fair amount of storage. There you can see the propane powered gas central heating system, the control unit. There's radiators in various positions around the vehicle. That was working when I moved this vehicle from the Loire down to the Dordogne in about 8 or 9 years ago. But obviously that would need at the very least servicing, if not more work than that. Into the bathroom, there you can see they've added a porta potty because the marine toilet isn't working. The basin needs replacing. There's the 1980s era style wall covering to the shower. Very dated but original, and the shower attachment and hose. Moving forward into the cab space, two pilot seats are in pretty good shape still. You can see the radiators left and right. Not the prettiest, but they are original. It's a 5-speed manual gearbox, and as you can see, I think I've marked in one of the photographs, there is a crack on the screen, so that would definitely need replacing. There's an indication of a little bit of water ingress around the left-hand speaker, which I suspect has come from either the windscreen or the corner light, the quarter light, forward quarter light. There isn't any indication of damp over in the bed above. The cantilever mechanism on the bed works well still. The bed comes down easily and goes back up easily. There you can see the double bed. Plenty of headroom in the double bed when it's down. It's sit-upable, and there's a shelf forward for magazines and books and so on, and the skylight over. The skylight over doesn't seem in bad nick, but I think bad condition. I think it would still benefit from being replaced, as would the cover of the mattress. So there we are, 1985 Hymer S660. In need of some work, on the inside especially. But obviously the price reflects the amount of work that's required on it. I would think it definitely needs a set of new tyres, obviously an engine service, although the engine runs fine, but I'd still want to service it. And 3 new hatches, skylights. I think if it was renovated, fully renovated, and serviced, new tyres, etc., that its value would be between £12,000 and £15,000. So between 14 to 17,000 euros. So, you know, the price does reflect the amount of work that requires doing, and so it's an interesting project, I think, for somebody who's looking to renovate an old timer, as they say in Germany, an old Hymer.